stay by it for the nation. That Misfits way with my Misfits black. Showing love to my team with the silver and black. Jersey on my back, yelling out, Raider Nation. I stay by it for the nation. That Misfits way with my Misfits black. Showing love to my team with the silver and black. Jersey on my back, yelling out, Raider Nation. I stay by it for the nation. I'm so silver, I'm so black with that Misfit team. Homie, that's the camp. It's a family thing, yeah, that's a fact. Worldwide and it's big all across the map. Raider Nation Misfits in the house. And you know I came through on my Sabado Food with my bounce to the IEIEMs. I so bad and low like a smoke the house. Your boy been sick, way before the COVID. So as to be 10 toes down, Charlie P, never with the bowling. Sky on my lap when I ride and patrolling. Provoking the G and your life gets stolen. Don't take my kindness for weakness, sucker. Who is you fooling? My boys with the business, you with the acting, yeah.
Yes. Hey, everybody of all the Raider podcasts in the world. This is definitely one of them. It's Thursday night. Everybody knows what time it is, man. It's time for the Raider Nation Misfits podcast. This is episode 26. And for the 26th time, it's starring President and founder of the Raider Nation Misfits, Sugar Free Joe Ramirez.
Yo, what up? What up? What's cracking?
Oh, man. Prez, man. First of all, Prez, damn, it feels good to be a Raider, man. I'm going to say that. Yeah, and I know you just, hey, man, but we're coming off a loss. I don't care, man. We're Raiders, man, and it feels good. You know what I'm saying, Prez?
Yep, it always feels good to be a Raider, bro. Win, lose, or tie. You know, win, lose, or ties, Raiders till we die.
From the womb to the tomb, man, till the casket drops, everybody. It's the Raider Nation Misfits podcast once again, and it's just two dudes getting on the mic, talking about the team that they love, talking about the team that you love to hate, all right? What side are you on? Are you a Raider or are you a Raider hater, man? Because there's no in between, right? So anyways, everybody, we're going to get right to it. You know, we don't duck and dodge nothing, man. We're going to talk about that L. Yeah, we're holding that L, and that's okay, man, because game day's coming up, and we're going to start brand new. Going to run through a preview of the upcoming game, big upcoming game, a must-win game. Man, it's your boy, the man himself. What are you talking about, a must-win game? Yeah, this is everybody. Listen to me, man. There's a must-win game, and we're going to get into it. But first of all, everybody, this next segment is brought to you by the one and only Misfits Kitchen for your next community service project or event, for your next party. Man, hit up the Misfits Kitchen. All the information is down below. And sugar-free. He's ready any time of the year to make it happen and to cook it up for your next event, for your next party. Let us know, and we'll make it happen. Prez, what's happening in the Misfits calendar?
Man, you know, like I said before, we keep our calendar open for a few things. So since last week, a few things have popped up. In about December 7th, I believe, is Tuesday during the week, Tuesday or Wednesday. We're actually gonna go and put a little dinner on, have a little dinner put on, cook for the kids with domestic violence and kids. I'm sorry. I got so many things going on, I forget. Special needs kids, pretty much, kids with disabilities, rocking our disabilities is what's the organization is called. We've done things with them before. We did a trunk or treat for Halloween. So we're actually going to take Misfits Kitchen down there, and we're going to cook them a nice little meal for the holidays. So we're going to go down about 50, 60 people, special needs kids and their families. We're going to cook them a nice little holiday meal. That's going on December 7th. The December actually. Oh, and before that, for Thanksgiving, we're linking up. We're supporting a turkey giveaway in San Bernardino. The flyer is actually on our website. It's going to be at the VFW in San Bernardino. It's actually hosted by Cynthia IE of the Wrecking Crew. So she does this every year. She's actually from the San Bernardino area, San Bernardino County. So she's from IE, obviously. So she actually does this. So we're actually supporters of this. So we'll be having a couple of turkeys down there. to support that event for that community. That's for Thanksgiving. That's November 21st. And after that is the Rocking Our Disabilities. That's December 7th. And then the December 18th, I believe, we're going to be in Vegas on the streets in Vegas, or feeding the less fortunate. We're going to be putting on a little a meal, pretty much a meal, and we're going to give out blankets. So that's what we're going to be doing. Things right for the Vegas community.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And Prez, what's going on every week, man? What do we got going on every week?
Oh, hold on, brother. I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, no worries, man. But everybody, I think already. Information's down below. Oh, there we go, Prez. Why don't you tell them about the Friday Pantry and Sabado Food Bank, man?
Yeah, man. Friday food pantries went on the high desert. It's every Friday for anybody who needs a little box of food. In the high desert area, San Bernardino County, get a hold of us. We can get it to you in one way or another. No questions asked. That's every Friday. And every Saturday is the Sabella Food Bank, which is in the LA County area. That's brought to you by the man himself right there, Mario. So he does on Saturdays. They deliver, pretty much get it to you wherever you need as well. No questions asked. We don't need no information. We don't need no personal information. Just pretty much you need help. We get it to you. That's pretty much what it is. Stays confidential. Nothing else needs to be said. So that's every week. And like I said, little things pop up here and there that we want to get involved with as well.
Yeah, that's what's up, everybody. So there you go. All the information will be down below. Hit us up, man. And if you guys have a community service event or community service project, whatever, man, shout us out, man, and let us know. Get at us in the DMs, and we'll make it happen. And that's for sure. Because really, that's what this is really all about, man. Of course, it's all about Raider football, and we love Raider football, but there are things that are bigger than Raider football, such as real life. So that's what it's all about, man. We're just trying to do our best, everybody. Prez, let's get to it, man. Prez, we're coming off this L. We're holding this L, a very frustrating L. Last week, you and I, we made our predictions. I don't think that we were wrong. I think the results are wrong, man, but it is what it is. So everybody, hey, man, we, both Prez and myself, we picked a win. Prez said it was going to be close, and me, I said, hey, man, I'm gonna go for the full on trap. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went for it, and that's okay. I did it, like I said. I'll do it for you, Raider Nation. I'll take the trap for you, and that's exactly what it was. Really quick, everybody. Final score: the New York Football Giants 23, man, and the Raiders 16. Of course, it's one of those frustrating games that we should have won. No excuses, man. It was a long week. It was a tragic week. Everybody's looking like everybody on the team was looking like their little brother had done a DUI and killed somebody, and that's exactly what happened. And I say that respectfully, everybody. So, anyways, man, but no excuses. They had to play the game. DCA, man, he, 3 turnovers, and DC took the blame for that one, and rightfully he should. DC, get it together, man. Okay, here we go, everybody. The total yards, man. Raiders had 403, and the Giants had 245. Now, something interesting Perez mentioned last week, the time of possession was going to be crucial. Now, the Raiders had the ball, 1789, and the Giants had it for 1811, right? So did the Giants dominate this game? Well, not necessarily, everybody. The thing was the Raiders would get the ball and they would just march right down the field like nothing, man, like hot butter, like a knife going through hot butter, like it was effortless. And then we got into the end zone about 6 or 7 times. Couldn't punch the ball in. I should have been right. First of all, Prez should have been right because the score, it wasn't a blowout, man. There were constant opportunities, to win the game, and it should have been a close one, like Prez said. And then I should have been right too, because every time we got down the field into the red zone, like 6 or 7 times, man, let's see, 6 times 6 or 6 times, man, this really, we should have scored like 36 to 42 points on this game. We really should have, everybody. It didn't happen. It was what it was. DC called it. Lord have mercy, can somebody stop the run on our defensive end? Defense played well, and they played well enough to help us win the game. We just got to stop that run, everybody. All right. So that was pretty much it right now. First downs, 15 Raider first downs as opposed to 6 Giant first downs. So that's it, everybody, right there. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. No excuses. Hey, DC, man, you got to get it together, brother, because from this point forward, it is what it is. And now, Prez, let's just move forward, man. And we're moving on to the biggest game of the season so far. And for me, it's a must win. Not hitting the panic button. I know it's just halfway through the season. I don't care, man. It's the Chiefs. And by this point, we either are or we either aren't. We're going to stop playing the game here. We either are or we either are not. Prez, I want you to drop it on everybody, man. 2 things on offense, 2 things on defense. What is going to put us past the Kansas City Chiefs? A game, in my opinion, we should win. What do you think, Prez?
I mean, the turnovers, first of all, we can't be turning the ball over. Look, Derek Carr had a bad game, bro. I mean, there's no going around it. He had a bad game last one.
Yeah.
He just was careless with the ball. He was overthrowing his receivers. He wasn't anticipating any things that he was. He wasn't audibling. He wasn't doing as much audibling as you was the last couple of games before that. He wasn't audibling out of the protections. You know, he wasn't doing a lot of things that he was previously in the last couple games. So it kind of messed things up. And scoring in the red zone. I mean, we got down there. I mean, they were down there. We were in the red zone about, like you said, 6-7 times. And each time he said we would just come out with the field goal. You know, it was a field goal every time. Almost every time we'd go down there, you'd be watching the game and you'd be like, all right, here we go. Here's a touchdown. Nope, it's another field goal. You know, and then Carlson, I think he missed another one. He missed some more field goals. So it's like these points, it starts to add up. So we got to tighten up. As far as a turnover game. I want to try to get that running game going again, man. It wasn't the running game is, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was there. That game was totally off. So this game, I feel like they need to get those things going, bro. They need to get those things going. The Chiefs have a high-powered offense that can switch it on at any time. They can switch it on at any time. It's an on and off switch. This year they've been a little off, but you can't count the Chiefs out, man. You know, you can never count them out because they still have the same play. That offense is still there. Their defense might be it might be horrible, and they might not be able to stop nobody, but they can still score. So this might be a high scoring game. This might be a back and forth, last possession kind of high scoring kind of game. Because our defense isn't the top of the tier either. You know, it's like, I think we're in the top 15. I think we're like 12, 15, something like that. We might be even 15, which is pretty much the middle of the pack. Which is good enough to be a solid playoff team. So I just think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think the Chiefs are going to score their points, and I think we're going to score our points. I'm anticipating in the high 20s, maybe even 30s. So I think we really got to just get those turnovers straight because it's going to be one of those last possession kind of games.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a AFC West, you know, 2 AFC West teams going at it. So, you know, it's just going to be a war right there just based off of that. Who cares? You know, you throw away the records, they don't even matter when it comes to that. And like you said, the offense is high-powered, man, and at any moment they can get it together. We think that they will get it together for this game. So basically, everybody on defense, Prez, you know, we're seeing the pass rush being able to get in there, man, and you know we're seeing them to be able to be disruptive. You know, there weren't too many big plays that the Giants were able to pull off in regards to the passing. It's the run, man, that we really need to stop, everybody. And also special teams, Prez. My bad, Prez. I'm gonna have to do it, man. And I said it last. I said it the last two. I didn't want to have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it this week. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna take that name, Cash Money Carlson. I'm just gonna call you DC Daniel Carlson right now, man. I want you to win that name back in this next game. You're gonna get called on a lot. There's no wind. There's no sun in your eyes. There's no nothing like that, man. We gotta hit these field goals, Cash Money Carlson. On the offensive side, Perez, I think, Rugg, we're starting to realize how big of a role he actually played on this offense. Don't matter right now. We got to move forward. We know that Brian Edwards and Zay Jones, God bless their souls, man.
You got Deshaun.
They're not the they're not the I'm not saying they're not good. They're just not the number ones. Deshaun. Now let's talk about that big news, and everybody knows about it, right? First of all, Prez, I'm proud, man, that we didn't give in to the OBJ hype. I think we knew better. I think this is a realistic Raider talk. Not that the other ones aren't, man. All Raider talks are real Raider talk, but I don't know. I just didn't see that guy coming over here. I didn't even think the need to entertain it. We talked about it a little bit, but we decided that he ain't gonna come here. He's gonna go somewhere else. He went to the Lambs. The Lambs look very, very, very high powered. But you're right. We got Deshaun. Prez, do you think Deshaun's gonna make an impact from the get, or do you think it's gonna take him a little bit to figure out this intricate offensive scheme, man? What do you think?
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna open up a few things. He's gonna play. He's gonna play that role as Ruggs. Pretty much, he's gonna play that role. He's pretty much taking his role in the offense. And a lot what happens with Ruggs is when he starts running, he takes a few defenders with him. So that obviously opens up in the middle. And when you open up in the middle, it opens up for Renfro. It opens up for the run game. It opens up for Waller. You get Waller more involved when you take away a few defenders. So it's going to open up a few things. But I mean, the thing is, our offense really, they didn't have very much trouble moving the ball.
Not at all.
They didn't
It
really
was
have
almost
too much.
effortless.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like they had trouble moving the ball. It was just the turnovers, and that's why fairly that Derek Carr took that blame because it was on him. It was on him. His head didn't seem like he was in it. He
Nah,
seemed like
not at all.
he was off. He just seemed like he was like lost for the day. It just seemed like he just didn't check in. It just seemed like he was lost. He wasn't involved as he usually is. And with all those distractions, we have a good team. We have a good, solid team, bro. I just think with all those distractions going on, eventually it starts to get to you. Eventually it does start to get to you. There's too much distraction sometimes that you can't concentrate on playing ball. And I just think that the whole OBJ thing was I didn't really like the whole idea. I didn't like the whole idea. I think Odell Beckham is just a distraction. I think he's a whole distraction in himself. I think he's a drama queen, and I think he's a little crybaby. And he's just a diva, and whatever it is, what it is. He's a good player. Don't take anything away from him. But as far as the distractions on the sidelines, when he just causes a whole big thing, when he's not in the game, you see him doing his little antics, and he's over there beating up football nets, and and just teasing the crowd. I mean, it's just too much problems that we don't need. There's enough distractions already from the Raiders, from the Raiders organization total. Then they had to bring in someone knowingly who was a distraction. So I just think I think the whole Deshaun Jackson was a better move. Was a better move. He's more of a Ruggs type player, anyways. Yeah, he's a little older, but we're not expecting him to do miracles. We're just expecting him to be that deep threat and to catch the ball. Pretty much. I'm not sure what his speed is at this point, but he's still fast. He's still fast, and speed does kill. So I'm just hoping for him to kind of come into the offense, you know, and just kind of pick up on it quick. And I think it'll be easy in transition. I think just as long as Derek Carr doesn't turn that ball over anymore. We were doing good on the turnovers, and then this past game, it just seemed like it was it was a classic trap game. Classic, you know what I mean? Classic trap game. You know, we were on a good little win streak. All those distractions. This team comes in, you know, with a bad record, and then there you go. Here comes the just like last year, here comes the Jets game, you know, something like that, you know. Um, so I just think that those things need to happen, bro. The turnovers and all things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not going to get any easier, everybody. Why? Oh, we're still playing the, the Washington football team and these other. Oh, we still got another one with the Broncos. Look, everybody. Like, surprise, surprise. It was a goofy week in the NFL, but surprise, surprise, like the Broncos have some type of life. Nobody expected them to beat, the Cowboys last week, and they didn't just beat them; they put it on them. A lot of goofy things happened. The Jaguars beat the Bills, so the AFC, everybody, is still wide open. For the rate
Our
for
next
the
three, games are tough, bro. I
yeah,
mean, you got the next three games against the Chiefs. We got the Bengals, and you got the Cowboys.
Cowboys. So
So
that's what I'm saying. So my point is that everyone is the games are tough, and everyone's gonna start to get health. Whoever was injured, the teams that were injured with it,
yeah,
they're starting to get healthy, man. So that's my point is that the AFC looks like wide open to take, but our schedule ain't wide open.
it's
It's gonna
tough.
be a tough one. Um, DC, whether he does have one more year left, and they could or could not pick up his option. And I'm open to everything. Hey, if he stays, all right, cool. If he decides, hey man, I'm gonna take a shot somewhere else, or if somebody makes the offer, the Raiders an offer they can't refuse, man. I hope they got a good plan in mind. But either way, man, DC, this is your time, man. This is a time to write your legacy one last time, because we still got to play one more in Kansas City in the cold weather, man. We're not. I'm not gonna run from it. I'm just saying, DC, man, I got your back, man. But you just you got to do it. You got to do it. That's the bottom line, man. So everybody, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and give our predictions. And before we give our predictions, let's not ignore the news. We know the Raiders this week, they released their first round pick, Damon Arnett, and that's it, everybody. The two first round picks are gone, just like that. Look, the blame game. Okay, I'm gonna just start away like I always do. Just start at the top. Mark Davis. You brought in John Gruden, who brought in Mike Mayock. I'm not piling on Mike Mayock. I'm just saying, Prez, what was Mike Mayock before he was the GM of the Raiders? He was an analyst on TV. He didn't have the front office experience. Sure, he had all the ESPN experience. Anyways, man, it is what it is. We're at this point, so where am I putting the blame? All the way from the top. Hey, man, but we still got a good thing going. We still got 5 wins to 3 losses. Hey, everybody, I'm going to call this win, and I'm going to go for it, Prez. I'm going to take the over on this one. I'm going to call that we're going to win by double digits. And once again, I'm gonna fall for it, Raider Nation. I'll be that guy for you, okay? And I'm gonna fall for it. We're gonna take it to the Chiefs. We're gonna expose their horrible defense, and we're gonna put it on them. And we're gonna win a double-digit one. Everybody, I'm gonna call this one 31-21 in favor of your Las Vegas Raiders. Prez, how do you see it going?
Um, I just it's hard to call this one, bro. I just feel like it's gonna be. I just feel like the Chiefs are gonna bring it. The Chiefs are gonna bring it. They're gonna have some bulletin board material. They're playing the Raiders, rivals. In Vegas, it's gonna be popping over there. It's gonna be rocking. I just feel the Chiefs are gonna bring it, and Mahomes is gonna want to put on a show. So the Raiders and Derek Carr, they better be ready. They better be ready, because if they come out and lay a big old goose egg and they come out lackluster, and if they come out and they allow two scores right off the bat, like first two drives that the Chiefs have, they come out and they score touchdowns, and we're already down 14-0 in the first quarter, that's going to be a long game. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long game, because the Chiefs will keep piling it on. They will keep piling it on, and they'll laugh in our faces. because they're rivals. That's what we're supposed to do. We would do it to them if it was the shoe was on the other foot. That's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep scoring at will until the last whistle, no matter what. So that's what they're gonna do. So look, I really feel it's gonna be close. Just like I said in the Giants game, I felt like the Giants were a better team than the record showed. We can get into that, where the Giants had like 2 or 3 games that they lost where there was only a total of 3 to 5 points. Below 5 points each game that they lost. So they were close games. And not to compare both teams, but the Chiefs are a better team than the Giants. So if we can't bring it against the Giants, what makes us think that we could bring it against the Chiefs? So there has to be some soul searching, looking in the mirror, and kind of someone has to bring that squad up and kind of pump them back up and take them back to where they were, because it's not going to get any easier from here on out. It's not going to get any easier, and we could easily lose these next 3 games. That's just being honest. Look, I love my Raiders, but I'm also realistic. These next 3 games could easily be lost if we don't come with it. If we don't come with it and we play the way we played against the way they played against the Giants, we will easily lose these next 3 games. Period. It won't even be close, because these next 3 opponents are solid. You got these next three quarterbacks are solid. You got Mahomes, you got Burrow, you got Prescott. These are 3 quarterbacks that are solid quarterbacks. They've all, the 2 of them have proven records, and one of them's a star-studded rookie out of LSU, Heisman Trophy winner, who's brought the Bengals back to where they once back to being good again. So it just seems like it's going to be close. It's going to be a close game. I really feel we're at home, so I really feel that they're going to have a little home cooking. You know what I mean? You always play better when you're at home. I really hope to see all black in that stadium. I really hope this. It's Vegas, and there's a lot. You always hear this. We see a lot of opponents' team, other jerseys there. Well, look, the bottom line is it's Vegas. It's a tourist attraction. You know what I mean? It's a tourist attraction. It's Vegas. It was already well known that it's going to be a lot of other teams are going to want to travel there. A lot of other teams' fans are going to want to travel to Vegas. It's Vegas, bro. You know what I mean? So they're going to want to go. It's a destination they're going to want to go. I mean, yeah, look, we all, if you remember the Oakland days, we all miss Oakland, bro. If you're a real fan, you miss Oakland Raiders. You miss the Oakland environment. You miss the Oakland tailgates. You miss everything about Oakland. If you're a real Raider fan, that's what you miss. Of course, but let's be real, that Oakland wasn't a real tourist attraction. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a tourist destination where you're going to want to be, hey, let's go on vacation. Let's go to Oakland. I mean, that's not really a tourist destination. But if you're going to, let's be real and just say, you know what? The family gets together to sit at the table. They're going to be, hey, let's all go to Vegas. That's a destination that a family will go to, so it's going to be a lot more other opposing teams fans are going to be there. Yes, of course. But you also want to see our own fans there, man. We want to pack the stadium with our fans. I don't want to hear any cheers coming from the other side. It's just, you want to have a lot of our fans. The team needs us. The team needs us to be loud they need to be loud on defense. Let's remember that. Be loud on defense, not on offense. When our team is on offense, it's time to be quiet.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's time to be quiet, bro. Let's simmer down. I know there's a lot of new fans and they're not familiar with the game, but come on, simmer down during offense. If you see Derek Carr waving his hands and he's on offense, he's telling you to shut the fuck up. He's telling you to shut up. He's not telling you to be louder. You know what I mean? Because the offense needs to be heard. He needs to say it. He's at home. He shouldn't have to be screaming his head off to say his cadence and to say his plays to his team. So you want to be quiet, but on defense, be as loud as possible. You want that place rocking. So I really feel like the energy, if it's there, I really feel that the Raiders will feed off of that, man. They'll feed off of that energy. They'll forget about all this other drama that's been going on. And I feel like we'll stay at home with the win. I feel like we'll stay at home with the win, but Mahomes is going to keep it close. And it's going to be, I really feel like I said, it's going to be a last possession. Whoever has the ball, the last possession, I really feel that they're going to win the game.
Absolutely. Well, there it is, everybody. I guess if for those of you who like to wager and stuff like that, I'll take the over. Prez will take the under, and either way, we're hoping for the win. But I'm sticking to what I said earlier. This is a must-win game. Oh man, it's only going to be halfway through the season. Man, I don't know. To me, either they are or they aren't, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean in a disrespectful way, man. It's just the way that I feel about the team. We have to. We're here, man, and I know we've been through a lot, and that is valid. That is a valid point that we've been through a lot, but we got to get to the point, Prez, where we separate ourselves from these guys. Everybody has 5 wins now. That ain't no big thing that we have 5 wins. That ain't nothing because so does a lot of other teams. This is our time to separate ourselves from everybody else. Because then if not, then we'll just ride out the rest of the season of I hope they win this game and I hope the other teams lose. Now, forget about hoping if the other teams lose. Let's put a string of wins together against big teams and let's get a good seed in the playoffs, man. And that's where it's at, everybody. Hey, man, we're coming to the end of our show. And we just want to give a shout out, first of all, like I always do. First of all, shout out, I think it's Veterans Day. No, I think it is Veterans Day. So I have a lot of family and friends that have been in the service, that have been in combat. And Prez, I know, I'm sure you do too. And we just want to shout everybody out. Hey, it's your boy, the man himself, man. How come you never been in any? Hey, man, take it easy, man. I'm like chale on that, and I give and shout out to the real heroes who are willing to do that kind of stuff, man. So, God bless you all. God bless the families of everybody who makes the ultimate sacrifice. Obviously the Misfits, we don't believe in war as a resolution. We think that you can talk things over. We think that, hey, man, provide for the needs of the community. And maybe you don't have to go to war. Maybe you won't have conflict. But it is what it is. The world is how it is. So thank you, everybody, man, who, has served and, done their best to fight for freedom. We salute you, man. I want to give a shout out to all the content makers. There's a lot of Raider content makers. And Prez, this is the truth, man. I send Prez videos all the time of game film, of different takes. Hey, I watch everybody, and I'm sure there's people I don't know about that I haven't come across yet, but I watch everybody. And whether it's an elaborate production or whether it's something simple on Zoom like, Prez and I do, hey, shout out to all you guys because it keeps the Raider Nation very, very, very informed. A lot of different opinions, a lot of different takes and perspectives. So shout out to all the content makers who take the time. Prez and I, we just do one episode a week and we're tired, man. So imagine them fools that do it like every day in the morning and at night. And it's cool, man, because then we always have a Raider video to watch on YouTube every day. So shout out to them. And of course, shout out to all the booster clubs. Everybody out there doing community service or just getting together to have Raider watch parties, and it's a good time. Shout out to everybody keeping the peace. Make sure that you represent the Raider name the right way and the correct way, man. We don't want to be getting into fights. We don't want to be doing thug stuff or whatever. Man, we just want to represent it in the right way. It's a family thing. Prez, who are you going to shout out this week, man?
Man, it's always the same for me, bro. It's always to the ones struggling, bro, the ones smiling, going through something. Shout out to you. You guys are important, man. We do care. Us as a club and as a booster club, we do care. Shout out to my own people, to my own club members. Going through stuff, man. You don't understand how the messages that I do receive, and the accounts of what's going on and some of my own club members' lives, man. It's you don't really know what the next person's going through, bro. You really don't know what their personal life is going through. But I personally, I try to know, bro. You know what I mean? Like I care. I want to know, you know what I mean? I want to know what you're going through because let's cut the bullshit, man. Life isn't all rainbows and fucking unicorns and leprechauns and flowers and daisies every day, man. There's a lot of shit that gets thrown our way, man, in life, and sometimes sometimes we lose your purpose. You know what I mean? You lose what you're really meant to do or what you want to do, and you need just a little push in the right direction. And that's why we try to bring this positive content sometimes, and we try to put this positive outlook and spin things positively. And we're out there in the community doing positive things, because sometimes there's a lot of these people, they might be the only positive thing that they see, it might be the only positive influence that they have, might be one of us, and then maybe everything they have is negative. Maybe the only people that they can't count on are negative people. We want to be positive. We want to be a positive influence, so that way they know, hey, Misfits are doing good, man, or this club's doing it. And believe me, we're not the only ones out here doing a lot of good things. We're just kind of following in the footsteps of people who have done it before us. There's always people who have done it before us, and we're respectful to that. When we see something like someone's doing an event, or shout out to the people putting events on, or doing the community give backs, or doing toy drives. It inspires us. It inspires us, it motivates us, and we want to do that too. You know what I mean? And we do it respectfully, where we're not stepping on nobody's toes. We're just showing respect to be like, you know what? We want to do that. That's cool right there, man. I want to give back too. So that's kind of that's my shout out, bro. That's my shout out to everyone that motivates and inspires. Keep doing that. Keep motivating, keep inspiring the next generation, the current generation. I mean, that's the whole goal, man. Keep doing that. Because I know for a fact that when I have my certain motivators, I have my certain people that inspire me personally, that I look for, and that I look for to inspire me. When they do good things, man, I call them on it, and I tell them personally, and I want to do that too. So please keep doing that, keep inspiring, keep motivating, because it does help.
Everybody, just keep it positive. Remember, we're just two regular guys. And the Misfits too, man. Everybody. All the Raider Nation Misfits, just regular people, man, doing the best that we can. And you can too. Hey, good luck, man, to our Raiders, man. We want them to win, man. And Prez, man, we're going to leave like we always do, man, with our famous chant. And then you drop that jam right there. But everybody, man, enjoy the game Sunday night. Stay out of trouble. Make good decisions. And we're going to go out like this. Raiders.
This is Quetzalcoatl, the great Aztec poet king. He ruled the kingdom of Aztlan that was from Mexico all the way up here to Califas.
Sexy mamazota.
Pay attention, Pelao. I'm going to teach you all about Aztlan, because this vato's coming back someday to reclaim the Raza's kingdom. Yeah?
Why do you put my initials on?
Because you helped me, say we did it together, carnalito. ¿Qué hubo?
Oye, ¿qué pasa? Misfits in the casa. Local slow repping for the Raider. Raza. Silver and black, it's a family thing. And it runs through my veins. Can't you tell by my Raider ways? I stay down for the squad. That'll never change. And if you down for the squad, I got nothing but love for ya. I got nothing but love for ya. Snapback wearing, Jacob Raider jersey. Sporting nothing but the silver and black all year long. It's Raider Nation, and when it's game time, you can catch us at the stadium. Tailgate with nothing but familia. And the hunters and the homies all around. Misfits in the background, yelling out Raider Nation, loud and proud.
That's right. See everybody next week, man. Take it easy, man.
Oye, vato, what's up, loco? Check out the style of my Misfits. swoggle and see what the other sugar free dread deem. Chug